is the Sunrise Yoga Project, the purely gentle way to come into your day so that we can all feel good and have a great day. So my name is Emily. It's really nice to be here with you guys. So we can start seated, or you can even lie down. We'll start with a 5-minute meditation, and then we'll move into our asana practice. Very gentle morning yoga. So I'm just finding a comfortable place, sitting either cross-legged or lying down on your mat. You can either sit onto a cushion or a bolster to help lift the hips. Might be more comfortable from the knees and the lower back. It's just anywhere that you feel comfortable for your meditation. So it's Monday morning. I'm starting to relax a little bit here, relaxing the hips, the shoulders. Place your hands on your knees. Palms can face down or palms can face up, whatever you feel suits you today, and it might be different than another day. You can start to feel grounded down through your pelvis, lifting up through the crown of the head. Chest is nice and open. Head is resting, just weightless on your neck. So start to bring yourself into the moment here. And we just notice. Notice our breath. And have the eyes closed. And just watch the breath. So watch your inhales in through the nose and out through the nose. And then notice if there's anything that's going on in your body or your mind. It might be taking away from this moment. So exhale any of that out, anything that's taking up space in our mind that doesn't need to be there. And even if we think that it should be there most of the day, let it go now, being completely present here on our mat. Now just stay with your breath for a minute or so. And as we view our minds and watch our minds in our meditation, we start to notice that We are not our minds, and we are not our thoughts. We can see our thoughts, and we come back to our breath. Coming back to our true self. And we'll take 3 longer breaths now. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Inhale, fill up the chest. Fill up the shoulders, lift up the crown of the head, and then exhale. Let it go. We'll do one more. Filling up the chest, the shoulders. And exhale all of the air out. Any thoughts that are left in the mind. You can gently open the eyes. And we'll start to add some movement now here. So we'll inhale our hands up towards the sky. Reach up, relax the shoulders, and then bring the palms together to touch. And then gaze up at your thumbs. Lift up, and then exhale over to the left. We're coming over to the side, and then we'll lower the right hand down, or the left hand down as we come over to the left. Right hand stays up into the air. Chest is opening. Right hip stays grounded. You can gaze up at your right palm, or you can gaze down if that feels better for your neck, but keeping your chest open. Inhale, coming back up, raise your left arm, reach up, and then exhale, come over to the other side. So breathe into the left side of the body now here as you come over to the right. Lift up out of the waist. Press your left hip down. Breathing into the space on the left side of the body, relaxing both shoulders. You can smile. Inhale, coming back up, palms touch. And exhale, your hands to heart center. And release the hands, reach them behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Open the shoulders, open the chest. Take a deep breath here as you reach your hands down and away from you. And then release that. Inhale, reach your hands back up. And exhale, start to come forward. And you can place your hands down onto the ground and let your spine round. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, let it go. And then slowly start to walk yourself back up. Keep your hands out in front of you and roll over your knees. We'll come over onto all fours to tabletop position with our hands underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips, hip distance apart. Start to gaze down at the ground, lengthen out the spine. Then we'll move through some cat-cows, just pressing into the palms, feeling space in your chest as you lift the chest up and gaze up towards the sky. Relax the belly down as you lift the tailbone. And exhale around the spine. Gaze all the way down to your thigh. Inhale, open up. And exhale and round. And we'll do 6 more on your own breath. And inhaling to open. And exhale. 5 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, open up. And exhale, belly button draws in towards the spine. 3 more now. Breathing in and out through the nose, just warming up the spine enough here so that we can start to feel the benefits. One more exhale. Let it all go. Inhale, coming back to center, shaking out the hips a little bit if that feels good. And then from here, staying on your hands and knees, we'll bring the knees together to touch, and then we'll bring the right leg out, lifting the heel of the leg and flexing the right toes. Press the right foot away from you. Keep your body nice and long. And then from here, on your exhale, start to bend your right knee into your chest, around the spine, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, reach it back out, long spine, and then exhale, draw in. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Inhale. One more exhale. Hold it at the end of your breath. And inhale, coming back to center. Bringing your right knee closer to the center. As you lift the left leg, it'll help with the balance. Flex the toes. Press the left heel away. Gaze down at the mat. Keep your lower ribs in. Keep breathing in between the collarbones and in between the shoulder blades, keeping the chest nice and broad. And then on your next exhale, start to bring your knee into your nose, around. Inhale, reach it out as far as you can. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, flex and push away. Exhale, as tight as you can. Inhale. One more exhale, full breaths. Exhaling all of the air. And inhaling back to center. Okay. And then from here, tucking the toes and lifting the hips. We'll come into downward facing dog. You can start to walk out your dog, bending one leg and then the other. Grounding down through each knuckle mound, lifting the hips high, drawing your chest towards the thighs. You can bend the knees, come up onto the toes. Take a deep breath here, and then exhale, start to ground your heels back down towards the mat as you engage the thighs and straighten the legs. Stretching out the hamstrings and the calves. And we'll come into a little bit of the twist here. So we'll ground down through the right hand and then reach underneath the body and hold onto the outside of the right leg with the left hand. Twisting, gaze underneath the right arm. Coming back to center. Ground down through the right hand, holding onto the left shin or maybe quad. Holding on with the right hand, gazing underneath the left armpit. And coming back to center. And back to downward facing dog. Gaze up at your hands and slowly walk yourself forward. Uttanasana. Hang out in your forward fold now. You can keep a bend into the knees and hold opposite elbows. Releasing your spine. Feeling a stretch in the entire backside of the body, being super gentle this morning. Letting go of your hands and rolling yourself up as slow as you possibly can. One vertebrae stacks over the other, one at a time. Head and shoulders can come up fast. You can stand at the top of your mat. And then from here, We'll inhale and reach your arms up, ground down through the feet. Interlace your fingers and then release your pointer finger. Reach up, get super tall, and then exhale, come over to the left. Take a deep breath, keeping the chest open. Straighten out the arms, biceps in line with the ears. Breathing into this side, relax the shoulders. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale here. Inhale, reach up. And exhale over to the other side. And chest is open. Breathing into the left side of the body. Straightening out the arms, feeling grounded through the legs. Keeping with you through breath. One more. And then inhale, coming back up. We'll do a little bit of a backward bend here. So start to lift up out of the waist. So our chest comes up to avoid collapsing into the lower back. And then we start to come back a little bit more. So lifting up, chest draws up towards the sky, and then on your exhales, coming back. And breathe. Slowly inhale, come back up. Exhale, release the hands. Bring your hands to your hips. And then on your exhale, start to draw your chest forward. Bring your hands down onto the ground. Bend your knees. Feet are hip distance apart as you interlace your middle and index finger around your big toe. Inhale, gaze up, half lift, and exhale, come down, holding onto the toes, drawing your chest towards the thighs, and then when you've got your belly placed against your thighs, you can just start to straighten out the legs. Padangusthasana. Massaging the belly. Holding this forward fold a little bit longer to help rejuvenate the spine. Cure stomach pains, relieves anxiety. And breathing deeply here. One more. And exhale, release the toes. Bring your hands down onto the ground as you just shimmy your feet to about mat distance apart. And bring your toes out to a 45-degree angle. And then bend your knees and sink your hips into a squat pose. And if you have any knee injuries, you can stay up. Just no pain in the knees here. So bring your triceps into the insides of the thighs. And then keep the chest open and sink down. Feel this line through the center of the body from the crown of the head and down through the center of the body, all the way through the pelvis into the center of the mat beneath you. Feeling the connection to the earth. Palms pressed together. Shoulders are open. And then from here, bringing your hands out in front of you and bringing your knees down onto the mat distance apart, and press back into child's pose. Breathe. Relax. Let your head rest down onto something here. And then slowly start to come back up. And then cross your feet behind you. And we'll sit all the way down. Keep your left knee bent and your shin down onto the ground. And then draw your right foot over top of the left. And inhale your hands up over your head. And then on your exhale, we'll twist over to the right. Use your core, keep your sit bones down onto the ground, and then bring your right hand behind your back. And you can either hug your right leg or bring your left hand onto the outside of the right leg. Bringing the left elbow around. Breathe. Start to gaze over the right shoulder. Noticing where you can relax a little bit more, the eyebrows, the shoulders. Deepen the twist a little bit more on your next exhale, cleansing the body, helping to detoxify the body, twisting. Inhale, bringing your hands back up to center. Exhale, counter twist over to the other side, gaze to the left. Inhale, back to center. Right foot comes down onto the mat. And the left foot comes over top of the leg. Inhale, reach your hands up over your head. Exhale, twist to the left, hugging yourself in or bringing the right elbow onto the outside of the left leg. Left hand behind the back. You can use your left hand as a second spine here to stay lifted. Twisting, gaze over the left shoulder. Breathing into the space that you feel needs it here to relax a little more. One more long breath. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, back to center. Release the feet. And then bring your feet out in front of you, feet together, call horse pose. You can hold your feet together like a book, keeping them closed for now here. Inhale, long spine, and then exhale, start to come down. Now, work towards reaching your forehead down to your toes. It really does not matter if your forehead ever touches your toes. So just breathing into this stretch and closing the eye. Inhale, coming back up. Bring your feet a little bit closer to you again now, and then open them up like a book. Yeah. Draw your knees away from you, and then draw your belly button down. Keep a long spine now. So feel this a little bit more into the hips rather than the spine. And then inhale, coming back up. Bringing your feet together, your knees together. And then bring your feet about mat distance apart and just windshield wiper them back and forth. Get a nice internal rotation of the hip. Counter or collar pose we just did. And then from here, sitting up, walk your hands over to the right side and then start to walk them around a little bit more. And then you can let your knees fall over to the right. As you walk, them around all the way so that your chest is facing the mat. And then breathe here. So it's a little bit of a different stretch to finish off the class. You can start to bend the elbows. And you can bring your chest down if that feels good. And straighten out the arms. Let your hips relax. Draw your left hip away from you. And then gaze over the right, completing the twist. Bring your hands back down onto the mat. Slowly start to press up. Walk yourself all the way back to ground. Bring your knees to center. Bring your hands over to the left. You can let your knees fall over to the left as you square your body off to the mat. Gazing down, you can start to bend the elbows. And you can come all the way down. Straighten out the arms. Draw your right hip bone away as you gaze over the left shoulder. And breathe. And slowly start to walk yourself back up. Coming all the way back around. And then straightening out the legs and coming into final Shavasana. And feet come mat distance apart with your arms away from the body. Finishing our asana practice here. And bringing yourself back to your breath. Letting your breath release any other tensions, starting to scan the body. And exhale and release. And you can either rest in Shavasana for the rest of your practice. You can continue on with your asana practice, or you can finish the class with me. Starting to awaken the body, you can move the fingers and move the toes. Rock the neck side to side. And take a deep breath. Inhale, reach the arms up and point the toes. Interlace the fingers, press the palms away. And exhale. Knees come into the chest, give yourself a big hug. Roll over to whatever side feels most comfortable. Rest in fetal pose. And slowly start to sit all the way up, coming into seated. Whatever variation feels comfortable for you. It can be half lotus, full lotus, cross-legged, legs out in front of you. And bring your hands into your heart center. Starting to feel into yourself again here. Realizing that maybe those thoughts that we had attached ourselves to or have been on our mind just nonstop don't seem as strong or as important as before. Maybe letting go little bits at a time, starting to bring ourselves back to what does really matter to us. Relax the shoulders. And start to rub the palms together. So create a little bit of heat between your hands. Rub as fast as you can. And then place your warm hands over your closed eyes. And start to blink your eyes open to the darkness of your palms, bringing in new light, new day, new mind. Bring your hands back to your heart. Bow your head down towards your fingers. Namaste. So thank you very much for being here with me today. I hope you all have a lovely day and really make the most out of it today. We do the Sunrise Yoga Project, so if you did like it, if you could share it with your friends or leave us a comment, whatever you choose. Okay, have a wonderful day. Bye.